Welcome to Geeks Corner. I'm Mr. DAPs.
And I'm Johnny 5.
And why are you Johnny 5 tonight?
Because tonight we have 3 turkeys, but they were printed on 5 pieces of paper, so that's kind of cool.
Okay, so they're right here, right?
Yes.
And
this... No, you said we weren't going to do that one first because it doesn't make sense in order, right?
Yeah, we'll do it anyway.
Change your mind in the middle.
No, I think you had it backwards from what I said. It was supposed to be a gag, but you just killed it.
Oh, you didn't tell me it was a gag.
I was trying to be funny. This is why I can't be funny.
No, don't try to be funny. Just be yourself, man.
So what is this?
That is really exciting to me because that is a guest turkey.
It's a guest turkey.
It's a guest turkey. This
that's going to live.
First of all, someone who I didn't expressly tell. Does anyone know who this turkey is? In one hand, he's holding a camera, and in the other hand, he's holding an Academy Award.
Any guesses? And he has glasses. And he's kind of dapper looking, actually.
Kind of dapper. He's got a beard. It is.
Oh, that's a beard?
Yeah, that's a beard. There's a beard and a suit. Like there's.
Oh, now I got you. Yeah. Yes, I totally see it now.
But that is Steven Spielberg as a turkey, and that was designed by our own wizard Victor, who has been on the show a couple of times. He brought a Furby once, but we still like him. So I told him he could do anything but Guardians of the Galaxy. So his hero is Steven Spielberg, so that is his superhero.
Then your heroes.
My heroes. Finishing up the Guardians of the Galaxy set.
See if I can get them up here without making them fall.
Yeah. Have you ever made a turkey that looks like a raccoon? It's a weird thing to work on.
I always think of the Beatles song, Rocky Raccoon. Do you know that song? Yeah. Like every time you've said that, in my head, that song has started playing.
Perfect.
Yeah, Perfect. You know. Yeah. It's a traditional.
And we do have a little bit more turkey news.
Oh yeah, we can't forget that. This was exciting because last week we mentioned that we got an email from, it was Catherine, right?
Yeah.
And her mother, I believe, is a teacher, and they were wondering if they could make super turkeys and be able to color them in on their own and design their own. So we sent them the templates, and we put them up on dapsmagic.com/turkeys. And here are the, you're not going to be able to tell, there's lag.
I'm asking.
Oh, that looks great. That looks fantastic. So here's the class.
There we go.
And then as you see Johnny scroll through, here's them making the turkeys. And then they have these fantastic super turkeys.
Like someone made a Minnie Mouse turkey?
There's a Minnie Mouse turkey, and there was some patriotic turkeys.
Yeah.
And of different patriotisms.
Yeah.
And
like the New England Patriots. And then this one, it's
yeah, I've heard there you go.
Hey,
just don't drop it.
So they made a Dumbo turkey, so
yeah, really that one is really cool, the Dumbo turkey.
Yeah. So,
but thank you for sharing that with us, because it's always really fun to see those things, and our imagination went so far. Well, your imagination, and then it's fun to see them take it to the next level. And I think next year, currently the in the lead. I think we should say who's in the lead for.
Well, I'm just saying, you never know until
it might change. November 1st next
Whatever
year.
I geek out about the most is what.
But we're kind of thinking it might be a Star Wars.
Maybe if they make a good movie. If they don't make a good movie.
Well, and if we get enough requests.
Yeah.
Well, we won't know by then because it comes out after Thanksgiving. But let's do something more exciting now. Yeah. Let's move on and do a show, and we have cards that we're not going to use right now. So tonight we are really excited because we are joined by Annie of Annie Illustrations. Did I get it right? Annie Hobbs Illustrations. And what she can do is in 15 minutes, she can paint something better than Monet. Depends on your definition of better. But she is joining us. She drove all the way down from where? Fresno?
Fresno, yeah.
Yeah, Fresno area to be on this show because that's how we roll. She rolls. Anyway, welcome, Annie. So Annie has the distinction of getting to interview before me last week Amanda of Amanda Jane Designs. And what you didn't know is that she asked me to bring this for you.
No way.
Oh,
it even has a heart on it. That's so cute.
Yeah. So
Thank you, Amanda.
Open it up. Let's.
Okay. It's like Christmas.
We don't know what it is.
But before Thanksgiving, are we allowed to have Christmas before Thanksgiving?
No. Not. It's Thanksgiving. It's something to be thankful for.
2 more days.
Maybe this is like Friendsgiving.
It's Friendsgiving. There we go. It was really top secret. Like Amanda and I met at the outlets of Orange and had this secret pass off, and
my gosh, okay. I can't say what these are because there's something special that I asked for me, and I was waiting for her to get back to me on like how much I owed her. But they're a surprise for somebody else, and I can't say what they are. But
Happy
I
Thanksgiving.
promise that after the recipient gets theirs, I will show it.
That was awesome.
Wow, well done.
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Thank you, Amanda, so much. I've been looking there and not at the camera.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
you can't look at that
I'm
one.
sorry.
You look at the little blue light because we don't have a red light. We have a blue light. So today was exciting. 2 days early before it was supposed to happen, the Jurassic World trailer came out. But leading up to that, there were 2 different teasers that popped online. The first one was just a cup with the water from the first Jurassic Park movie that was just, as the T-Rex is coming down and they're looking at the cup of water and it's moving. And then the totally spacing what the second one was. Do you remember the other second teaser that was short? It was like 20 seconds.
I just saw the one with the rings.
Yeah, the other one wasn't that exciting because the new one is exciting.
Yeah.
And the new one was it about 2 minutes long?
I didn't pay attention to the time.
I didn't either. It was
a good length.
So the new one really sets up the movie. I think what's going to happen in it. We'll have a link in the description at some point for where you can see this, and it really gives us our first look at what Jurassic World's going to be like, which reminded me very much of a Walt Disney World for dinosaurs. And there was even a monorail. I mean,
Yeah.
they had a monorail. They had a downtown Disney, but for dinos, so it's downtown Dino Land, and which they have that in Walt Disney World too.
Disney.
Dino.
They had those glass circle cars like they have in The Incredibles too.
Yeah, those were cool.
Yeah.
And the broken one later.
Didn't see the broken one later.
It's towards the end.
Oh no, I need to go back.
So the trailer, it really went all over the place. It gives you a good view of the movie.
He's making it up.
It was there.
Inception. Deception.
What did you guys think of the trailer?
I thought it was awesome. It's setting up exactly what's happening,
Mhm.
but it's not giving away what goes wrong really, because we don't know what got out.
Well, science went wrong, clearly.
Right.
I mean, that's
Life
Fine.
found a way.
Life found a way.
life always finds a way.
It worried me a little bit, and I think
Good.
Marie was starting to mention some of these things. No, like the CG was looking a little too polished and a little too animated than what I was hoping to see. I'm looking forward to the movie. I'm still going to see it. It's still going to make me jump
forward
in the air.
to sitting next to you in the movie.
Any loud noise will scare me.
I think there's going to be lots of them
I
too.
think there might be a couple. I'm also a little worried about Chris Pratt. Like looking at him and watching him in this role, I still have Star-Lord in my head, and I can't buy him as the thing he's trying to be. I think I need to see him in the context in the film,
Mhm.
but just watching the trailer,
And I wonder, because I've obviously been watching this movie like a hawk for a while, so I've kind of already
like a
moved.
hawk or like a velociraptor.
We'll go Velociraptor.
Okay,
That's good.
Clever girl.
But so I've kind of moved on from Guardians of the Galaxy, and so I had no problem buying him.
Yeah.
The one thing I did feel was that maybe he was a little too Dr. Grant.
And I wanted him to be more Dr. Grant.
And-
Was my issue. So.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. Because I was kind of like, well, I don't want a carbon copy of the original movie,
No.
but I do like the nods to the original movie in a new context, in a new, not let. Like, I felt like the especially the third one was very much of like, let's completely carry a movie on nostalgia.
Mhm.
Like, if we can make everybody remember how much they love the first one, we can make the worst movie in the world and they'll still like it. And it pretty much was, and nobody liked it. And did you see it?
I did,
It was bad. I went opening night,
but it was still Jurassic Park.
but it was horrible.
I saw it, but I don't remember it.
You weren't.
I don't
You
think
wouldn't have been scared. It was a bad movie. Anybody else see it?
Honestly, I remember Godzilla 2000 more than
You
I
didn't
remember
see it?
Jurassic Park.
Kevin
Yeah.
didn't see it.
Wow.
Murray, did you see it? The third one? Yes. Okay.
He's listening to
Say
the
what?
live audio and he can't hear what we're saying.
That's never good. Oh, it's delayed. Okay, you don't have to listen to us once we get
a
going.
response 5 seconds later. It's cool.
Yeah. I think I'm trusting the CG will be fine by the time the movie comes out.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping.
'Cause
Because
it's-
sometimes the trailer,
What are we,
it's
7 months
half-formed.
out still?
Yeah.
Because June 12th it comes out.
Yeah.
And
But And I don't understand the gyrospheres. Like, are they going for a futuristic thing, or
I don't know how they work, but they're kind of cool.
they're cool to look at, but it feels like something out of a Star Wars movie and not out of a
So
Jurassic
what
Park
did you
movie.
Well, it is in the
personally
future.
feel about the feeding of the shark?
I love the idea of a water show in the dinosaur park because, of course, if you're going to build a giant dinosaur park on an island that you own, of course you're going to do a Shamu show with your water dinosaur. You have to, like, that makes total sense for the planning of this theme park. Yeah, right?
So
but
so
I don't. It feels like the crowd there and through the entire park was buying into it a lot more than I think a crowd. There's
Well,
no,
from what
there
I've
was
read,
no fear anywhere
is
in that.
this the
Have
way?
they not seen the movies? They know what's going to happen.
But the way, from what I understand, it's already been open for like 10 years or
Oh,
something,
really?
and it's on the decline, which is why they have to play with science a little bit.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, because people are too comfortable and it's not thrilling anymore. So they're
Okay.
like, how can we make it more exciting? You know, it's like, what is it, up at Magic Mountain where they're like, hey, this one's not killing people yet. Let's make it a little bit more intense.
Too soon? Is there ever a time on that? I don't-
Did it actually kill somebody?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. There have been deaths on the ride.
Oh, okay. Well, same thing happens with dinosaurs. And
Let's move on quickly.
if we have really good comments, Murray, feel free to step in.
Awkward grandma dance. I don't know what to do right now.
Say what?
Caitlin's dad just said hi.
Oh, hey, Caitlin's dad.
Hey, Caitlin's
But I think after watching the trailer, I'm more excited about this movie than before. What do you think?
It looks good, minus the CGI being a little bit iffy and being a little bit worried about how if it's gonna go too much towards Star Wars versus the
I'm-
amazingness that Jurassic Park was when it first came out with all of these huge
Yeah.
animatronics and amazing
Well, and guys
sculpts
in
things like
dinosaur
that.
suits.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I love watching the behind the scenes.
Like,
And
I
there
think
was
it's
CG in the
brilliant
first.
how they did the
Barely.
velociraptors in the
barely.
first.
But
Yeah, it was
there
much
and
smaller.
worked. So-
What did you guys think of the scene in the trailer where Chris Pratt, and I don't remember what it, do you know his
Bryce
name?
Dallas Howard.
No,
No.
I want the Chris Pratt character's name. I don't
Star-Lord.
remember it.
Yeah.
Star-Lord. When Star-Lord comes out of the building driving a motorcycle through the jungle
with this
with
mixtape.
velociraptors next to him.
Yeah, it looked like what I inferred is, oh no, the really bad dinosaur we made got loose. Let's send the less bad velociraptors after it, and Star-Lord
Which-
will join them on
That's
the hunt.
true. And when you say it that way, I mean, I had that thought too, but I
Yeah.
didn't have this next thought. That's basically what happens at the end of Jurassic Park 2.
Mhm.
It's like the velociraptors are the worst, and
Oh,
so
and so the
T-Rex
T-Rex,
comes in
yeah.
and saves the day. So maybe it's a theme that needs
Yeah.
to happen instead of the military coming in at the end of the
Send the
movie, like
dinosaurs.
in Jurassic Park 3. They can send in the dinosaurs, and then afterwards give them medals
And a big banner.
and a big banner. I hope. Well, here's a question though: do you think Jurassic World gets destroyed? Because they've already said they're setting it up for future movies.
None of them got destroyed. They're there and roaming
The
free.
Jurassic
got
Park
killed.
pretty much got.
But the
trashed.
dinosaurs are still there. They didn't destroy the dinosaurs,
They're like the buffalo on.
They
Kettle
died in
Mountain.
the books, didn't they?
right?
I thought they died out because they weren't getting their enzymes.
No, they didn't need enzymes. Nature found a way. Did
Okay.
we not?
So, but no, my
World.
question is does Jurassic World / Walt Disney World with dinosaurs get completely destroyed and the next movie take place there or somewhere else?
I think it'll happen in Indy 5. It's all connected.
Yeah, because Chris Pratt is going to be in all of these,
Mhm.
and
I have no clue, man.
it's okay. We've gone long enough.
Yeah.
It's great. Let's go from one tragedy to another. That was a good segue. Come on, guys.
Man, this is just a tragic show tonight.
It is.
Wow.
Did you not see the title?
I did.
Okay.
I did see the title.
Sherlock. They've been giving teasers, and actually, we have more information just in the last few hours on the next series 4 or season 4, depending on where you're from, of Sherlock. And Mark Gatiss is saying that there will be tragedy in the next series. My question for you two, before we get into the TV show, is: have you read the books?
No.
No. Has anybody read the books besides me? I've read all of them multiple times.
They made books off of the TV show?
Yeah.
Wow.
Mhm.
And that usually takes a lot longer to happen.
So what were you going to say? And then I'll get into the books.
So when I first saw the title about, there's tragedy in Sherlock, the first thought in my head was, there's always tragedy in Sherlock. And then I read the post, and sure enough, there's the quote by the guy saying, well, there's always tragedy in Sherlock.
Yeah.
See, I said it.
And for those of you watching in the comments, we'd like to hear what you think the tragedy is going to be.
Yeah.
My prediction is the same as Martin Freeman. I think his wife dies. John Watson in the books loses his wife. Did you not see the last series?
No, I'm fine.
Both of us, sharp intake. I don't know if they would defend, if they would backtrack and say, well, it happens in the books, but it might not happen in the show. I don't know if they would defend that point so much if they were going to do that.
But they didn't really defend it. They left it open-ended.
Usually,
one side they said, yeah, we stick with the main points of the books, and then in the next they're like, well, we don't do everything the books did.
Well, Martin Freeman said that they're not going to tell him what's going to happen. I feel like it's the same thing with Lost. They're not.
I'm going to stick with my prediction.
Okay.
They're
not going to tell the actors.
I will take the complete opposite opinion, because that's what makes the show interesting.
Please.
Is the fact that they're putting so much effort into saying, well, we're not going to copy everything that happens in the book, is almost a sure sign that they are. And they're just trying to distract. It's like,
I think that's
saying,
part of
hey, look at this hand, look at this hand.
Yeah, and I think that's been part of the brilliance of the show, is they really do stick with the main plot points, I guess you could say, of Sherlock's life, but they throw it into a modern context, and so they may not do it the exact way that happened in the books, but the general idea. I mean, like the whole end of the first season going into second season. No, end of the second season going into third. Is that the one?
I don't remember what order everything happened.
The Reichenbach fall.
That was second into third.
Second into third. That's basically, like, it was very well recreated from the books in a modern context. And in several of these, like, I'd be watching the episode, I'm like, oh, this is totally from the book. I know what's going to happen. And obviously we all know what's going to happen. But I've been really impressed with it. So what is your prediction for the tragedy? Since you don't think it's going to be... John Watson's wife.
No idea. I just like her. I like her character. I like that wasn't who we thought she was. She was more interesting than just the.
Oh, she's way more interesting in the in the show.
And I love that. I like that complexity of, this isn't who you think it is, but she's not necessarily bad. She's not good. But you never know
and
where
she's kind of all three of them now.
Well, but they fight. They fight for truth, justice, and the British way.
just barely. We're just to the left of the bad side.
Yeah.
So what other tragedies could you envision? Let's just say she's safe for now. Are they going to do something to Mrs. Hudson? Are they going to kill off John Watson? Is he going to lose his...
Tear apart that violin.
Would that really be tragic? Or would everybody be thinking?
Yes.
I think everybody would be... Watson would be like, yes! Predictions? Anybody else?
Maybe the brother.
Nobody else watched the show. The brother, something could happen to Mycroft. That's a good point.
Maybe he's just getting too bogged down with directing and being in charge of everything that he's like, I need to step back.
Just get rid of me. That's a very interesting idea. I hadn't thought of that one. That's an interesting idea.
Behind the camera's better.
Oh, yeah. It is weird seeing him on Doctor Who once in a while. Anyway,
I wonder if something happens to the parents, because...
That's possible too, because they did say they were going to go into that more.
And so I think it's interesting. Like, anytime I watch S.H.I.E.L.D. and they make a point of saying, hey, remember when we said this a couple episodes ago? I'm like, well, that's going to be important.
Yeah, that sounds good. So other question is, they released a picture today. Well, they released a couple. One was the script for the special that's coming out at Christmas next year. The other one... We won't talk about the bad photoshopping because we just did.
I was just thinking about, hey, look, they're the same picture. Yeah, but they fixed it, but it's the same picture.
Yeah.
We had a nice Abbott and Costello moment before.
So they have Sherlock and Dr. Watson looking like they're from the original stories, turn of the century, 1912 or whatever it was.
From the Robert Downey Jr. era.
Yeah. And I think he retires, if I remember correctly, Sherlock retires in 1913 officially. What do you guys think of that? And do you think it's just a party? Are they going to do a flashback in time? Why would they do that?
I'm expecting a big object to fall on somebody's head, and then the next thing you see is this like Wizard of Oz transformation of.
It's going to be a musical.
It is a Christmas
musical episode.
Well, do you think it could also be what's the Scrooge story? The Christmas
Christmas
Carol?
I just
Maybe it's a Sherlock Christmas Carol.
A very Sherlock Christmas. I'm the ghost of Christmas past, Sherlock.
That's how he's back. Did you miss me? No. Yeah. So predictions. We'd love to hear what you thought. Did they have any predictions, Murray?
No, there's a few people that actually haven't seen Sherlock.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's all of the
Spoiler
last
alert.
3 seasons.
It's on Netflix.
It is on Netflix,
It's on Netflix.
and it's amazing. It's
If
pretty
you start
much
right now, you'll be done by Friday.
Yeah. I think it's my favorite show out there right now. It's just unfortunately that it's two years apart.
Yeah,
You
for
know,
3 episodes
for 3 episodes.
that are an hour and a half each.
So Cinderella trailer was unveiled this week. What'd you
One
think of
tragedy
it?
to the next.
Oh,
Too much too soon? Did you like it?
I'm
Talk
gonna-
about how much you like it.
I'm gonna lump it in with all of these other live action retelling of these stories where if you liked them, you're probably gonna love this, and if you haven't liked them, you might not like this.
I will say.
Into the Woods interested me way more, and I don't know why that's not in the show.
You can add it. I have a pen.
out of the bottom.
What's interesting to me is that this is a live action retelling, but they're not flipping the story around. It seems like.
No, it seems like they're pretty
from the trailer.
consistent.
Basically,
It's
just
Cinderella.
shot for shot the cartoon, but with people and without the songs.
And no
maybe.
songs.
One thing that I'm not sure if I heard this right, and maybe Roger's my guy to ask about this, but I was listening to the radio and I heard a radio commercial about it, and it said someone is Cinderella and someone as the evil fairy. And I thought I heard the words the evil fairy applied to it instead of the fairy godmother. So I'm wondering if there's some secret plot twist that the fairy godmother is actually.
I don't know, but the fairy godmother, when she shows up, is an old
neighborhood.
lady, and then suddenly she's pretty. So
Yeah, and what does that mean in any Disney film? That means trouble.
That means trouble.
That means
So
Beauty and the Beast.
trouble.
That means Snow White. Like, there's
so it
stuff
really
gonna go
wasn't a
down.
midnight thing. She just got mad at midnight, and that's what happened.
Yeah,
So did we like it? And do we want to see the movie? Yes or no?
I don't want to see the movie.
Don't want to see the movie.
I liked it.
Did you love it?
I don't know. I don't know if I love it. I thought that the cinematography was really
It was
cool.
pretty.
It was very pretty. And,
I think of all the live action ones, this is the one that's intrigued me the
yeah,
most.
it's gonna be colorful.
Mhm.
Maleficent was very dark and drab on purpose.
And this is going to be one though where the CGI can make it or break it for me also,
Yeah.
because I did
And
not
like-
like some of the CGI.
In the trailer.
Mhm.
Okay, I was kind of half watching it, so just out of the corner of my eye, seeing the mice running and becoming horses as they were
Yeah.
moving was kind of cool.
Mhm.
Kind of. I mean,
But the pumpkin part was what bothered me.
I don't like the carriage.
Yeah,
It's-
it's a carriage.
I thought that it could have
It
been
wasn't as
designed
intriguing
a
as
little
some.
bit better,
Yeah, I agree.
more
Um,
intricate. I'm really excited to see Helen Bonham Carter as a good witch.
Yeah, isn't that interesting?
Yeah.
If she's really,
played good
if she's really
characters.
good,
Unless-
maybe she
unless
turns the
Shakespeare-
prince into a
Yeah,
mouse or
but-
something. One more tragedy for the night.
yeah.
Mad Tea Party is saying goodbye on Sunday. I know this is sad for a lot of people.
It's not tonight.
It's the 30th.
Oh.
It's 30th, right?
Yeah.
It's the 20th.
Okay, I was like, I'm pretty sure that's what my.
Instagram was blowing up today about
It was some
being like-
people's last day.
Oh, okay.
Supposedly it's coming back in May. Do we care? Are we sad? What do you think?
I have never watched it.
Okay, so no opinion there.
Now's your chance. You're here for a little bit. Go over.
I'm blocked out now. I'm gonna be
Well,
in
dude,
Palm Springs
stop
tomorrow. I'm sorry.
Just
No,
stop
but
being
I
blocked
just
out.
there's so many other things that I wanted to see. It always kept getting pushed back. I don't have an aversion to seeing it. I just
It just wasn't your thing.
yeah.
Okay.
Another top.
What do you
It-
think? I know you didn't get to dance at it, so that was kind of a bummer. But
Did I? No, that was Tron.
that was electronica.
Yeah. Okay. That's fine. I can. Oh no. So sad. But one of the weirdest moments. Can we talk about what's coming next? Are we talking about any of that?
If you want to.
'Cause
No, that's not officially announced yet. So no, we're not.
Because I thought I saw it on the DAPs blog.
It's not official.
No, it's
Okay.
not official.
Not official. Never mind. But basically, when I read the article about it going away, I made a snarky comment of just joking of like, "Oh,
That's-
is this next?"
that's
and then
where
I
it
read
was.
something else. And I'm like, "Wait a minute,
Yeah.
it might be
You
Uh,
snarky?
right." It never
Never
happens.
happens.
Hashtag sassy DAPs.
So we thought tonight that as we wind the show down, that we would see what a true Disney fan Annie really is.
Oh no. Okay.
And so what we're doing is when we have somebody joining us for the show that's a guest, we have to have a game or an activity or a trivia
Giggling
test.
is not making me feel any better.
Okay, because
So-
for the first 3 years, all of this was at me. There was no one else to take any
So
of it.
Johnny-
Now it's other people's turn.
Johnny is your lifeline,
No,
which isn't going to help you
which
at all.
means you're just no. You're on. If I'm your lifeline,
And you have
might as well go
5
down.
questions.
Okay.
Yeah. First one. When is Donald Duck's birthday?
Oh no.
Anybody know without can't say it.
I'm so bad at these.
You can put it in the comments if you know. And if you put it in the
Ah.
comments before I give up on this question, she can get a lifeline there.
Do I get lifelines on every question, or is it
It
like?
depends on how I feel.
That's true.
I know it's a 19 something.
No, birthday. It'd be
Birthday.
a day of the year.
Oh,
So it'd be a month and a day. Do we have an answer, Murray?
I don't know.
No.
No
It's not
answer?
there yet.
It's not even there yet.
I don't know.
No lifeline
don't
for
know.
you. Anybody know without looking it up?
I knew these were gonna be hard.
June
17th.
9th.
Oh,
All right. Who is the original voice of Goofy?
I told you these are gonna be hard. Oh my gosh. I don't know. This is the worst game ever.
So
Remember
one
that
of the
night?
worst cars ever made was a Ford
Pinto.
Pinto.
Pinto. So there we got half.
I knew that one. Fiesta? I don't know.
And then the last name you're never gonna get.
Pinto?
Anybody
Is
know?
the first name?
Right?
Pinto?
Schwarzenegger. Pinto Schwarzenegger.
Goofy's first voice.
Well, but
I don't know how to get to the second half.
Didn't Walt Disney do his
Let me see.
voice?
Can I see it and I'll see if I can come up with a clue for
no,
it?
I don't.
You can show it to the crowd at home. That'd be fun. Okay, we're gonna make this one easier for you. Instead of naming them all,
No, it's gonna show up.
I told you I should have
That's what you
studied.
said.
it's gonna be way too late. It won't matter. So
What rhymes
name.
with Calvig?
Can I
One-
see what it was?
Oh yeah, you can say it's Pinto Calvig.
It rhymes with
Um,
Calvig.
Starts with a C, ends with an all big.
So I'm changing this question for you.
Oh no.
Name one member of the Firehouse 5 plus 2. You can show it to the screen if you want.
Firehouse 5 plus 2.
I'm
So
gonna-
there's 7.
Up there. You can show
Wait,
it there
oh.
too. Show it to the people at home. I don't think they can read from
They
that far
can't.
away, but
I'm showing you.
A Firehouse 5.
oh, there's the last one though. You're good. Bum. Thank you. Wait, don't let her see it. I'm not.
Yeah, because she knows.
I'm sure you could guess one.
The Firehouse 5. Are they characters? Or is this like a
No,
person? Are they people?
Explain what it is.
it
don't
was a
understand.
jazz band up
A
at the
jazz-
Walt Disney Studios years and years and years ago. 50s and 60s, is that right? 40s and 50s?
40s, 50s.
40s and
These
50s.
are really hard questions.
Thank you, Murray. Mine were way easier, but I thought they were too easy,
I
so
have
I had
no
him write
idea.
new ones.
I'm so bad at this game right now.
So who you could name all 7 for us?
Okay.
Why were they 5 plus 2?
Danny Alguire? Is that how you say his name?
Gary?
Alguire?
I don't know.
Harper Goff, Ward Kimball, Clark Mallory, Monte Mountjoy, Ed Penner, and Frank Thomas.
Well done.
I would.
See, you got one right. What's the name of the cartoon where Horse Collar made his debut? What is his collar?
I think I know.
What is his collar?
Yeah, what's it for?
It's for a carriage.
Or what else would
A
you use
harness.
it to? It's a harness that you would pull a
Fire truck.
not a fire truck. If
A
you were
wagon.
in a field,
A plow.
yes. So he was the
The plow boy.
Mhm. Last question. You're never gonna get this one. How many triangle-shaped pieces were used to make Spaceship Earth at Epcot? You might actually know this one.
I have seen this before on Instagram, and I was like, "Oh, who would know that?" And I should know that.
I can tell you it's a
is it
geodesic
3?
prism.
Is it 3 numbers? 4
Yeah,
numbers?
it's 3 numbers.
3 numbers. 7.
There's 7 in it.
652.
or 954.
It's
You're
close.
only a couple hundred off.
Just flip the 6 around.
Yeah.
Hey, you got the important number, which was the 5. So
Yes.
That was fantastic. Well done.
That was the worst.
That
thing
was
ever.
0 out of 5. Bet you
no, she
wish.
got 1.
Oh, she got 1.
It
I
was a
bet
1 out
you.
of 5.
I bet you wish we'd played that. Would you rather again, huh?
Yeah.
Scored higher than anyone else.
What was your questions? Can I answer one of your questions?
I don't have them. They're
Oh.
back there.
Hey, Murray, what were some of his questions?
He doesn't have them either because I just had a page open. Anyway, we are out of time, I think. So, right?
Just about.
It is. It's 10 o'clock. So please leave your comments, subscribe, share. Get a lot of other people to do the same thing. Have a very happy Thanksgiving.
Play
Next
your own
week,
Disney trivia. In
next
the
week we
comments.
start Christmas, right?
Yeah.
We're gonna have to decorate.
excited
all
next
that
week.
stuff. Yeah, but we'll see you around the corner.
Geek out. Ah.
Nice trying these.
Wasn't expecting that.